Living and leading by example. Do you realize that whether or not you are aware of it, how you're living right now is living by example? And you are leading by example to your children, to your friends, to your spouse, to your parents, to people that are watching you that you may not even know are watching. We are reading from the insights and wisdom of Omuugn. I want to share this with you. He's also my dad. One of the interesting things that caught my attention as I was growing up, where he said, though you are unaware, someone is always watching. So please help me welcome Omuugn. How are you today?
Really good. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. So today we have a really interesting topic, which is living and leading by example. I would like to start with a breakdown of example and why you chose to include this in your book as a leadership and good parenting skill to have.
We may not know it, but we influence the people around us by our behavior, by our actions, by our achievements. Everything we do, people are looking at us. This includes our family members, friends, even people that we're not aware of. It behooves us to portray to others what our beliefs and values and our moral character consists of. Whether we like it or not, we are a powerful influence on other people, for good or bad. We're surrounded by negative patterns, negative habits, negative people. We have to go through a certain decision making process for the choices that we make in life. And bad examples can really prompt us to reflect on our own values and principles. It inspires us in a way to make meaningful changes in our lives vicariously. You don't have to go through all of the bad experiences yourself. You can look at other people. When I was very young, I had experiences with profanity and people arguing and fighting in different situations in my life. I learned from example that those were not things that I wanted to carry into my life. So, by observing and looking at people interacting with each other, how they were speaking and quarreling never seemed to get anyone anywhere that was beneficial. Yelling and screaming didn't ever seem to work. So I started to identify patterns and habits and things that I didn't want to carry on into my own life. I think that a lot of those negative examples that we experience can be very beneficial to us if we use those for self analysis and introspection. We can change our own behavior, we can change our values by being aware of what does not work for other people or being in a situation that we no longer care to be in. We prefer something else. Sometimes the actual contrast between bad example and a good example is so stark that it should awaken us to the reality that everything that we do really has meaning, and we need to put aside all of the negative things. We need to make decisions that we're not going to yell and scream and argue and fight and use bad language because we've already learned from observation that they don't serve us well.
When you are aware, you have choices. Thank you so much for your time today and your wisdom on examples. I hope that as we all go forward this next week, that we become the examples of the people that we want to be in our lives so that the people that are around us can mirror that back to us. Thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. We'll be here same time, same place next week with the insights and wisdom of Omuugn.
We'll see you then.